Thank you, John, for inviting me. Distinguished audience, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure and an honor for me to be here with you this morning and to have this privilege to be part of discussions on mining in Africa in the framework of the Commonwealth, but also beyond it. I would like to thank the Commonwealth Business Council for hosting this important summit and for inviting me to address you today. Like elsewhere in Africa, partnerships between government and the private businesses are the way forward for development. In Rwanda, the partnership between the private sector and the government is seen as the pillar for economic development of the country, and all efforts are taken to strengthen it. Since 2006, the government of Rwanda has privatized all mining activities. Its role today is to ensure policy formulation, to put in place a regulatory framework and supervise and promote the development of the sector. We strongly believe that it is only in partnership with business that wealth creation, commensurate with the needs of the people, as well as prosperity, will happen. But there is equally important partnership that between local and international investors. This has the potential to increase dividends as there is easier flow of capital and maximization of innovation, entrepreneurship, market knowledge, labor, and established business network. The result is a win-win situation. In the government of Rwanda, the portfolio of mining is newly created. It has been established in February of this year, and I'm heading that portfolio. This means that my government really consider the mining sector as one of the pillars of the economic development of the country. Minerals are the second biggest foreign export earners in my country, and we have a target to triple those exports by the year 2018. Rwanda is not known by so many of you as a mining country, but I would like to inform you that very soon we will not longer only produce tin, tungsten, tantalum, and niobium. Gold and other metals will be exploited and traded in Rwanda. I'm pleased to see that there are some investors in the mining sector of my country here. So I would like to invite you to Rwanda, especially in the mining sector, but also in other businesses. What is Rwanda in terms of minerals? Rwanda is located in the Central African Kibaran Belt, which is a mid-Proterozoic belt with various granite-related deposits. We are currently exploiting and trading ores that are processed to extract tin, tungsten, niobium, and tantalum. We also have a small quantity of gold being exported, but much efforts are on exploration for gold today. The government have invested considerable amounts of money to generate good primary geology data, and we identified very good prospects for rare earth elements, silver, copper, cobalt, lead, zinc, and lithium, among others. The industry today in my country is generally dominated by small-scale miners and few semi-industrial operations. In order to get our industry to another level of development, the government has set the following as the priority: to establish a legal and regulatory enabling framework. In 2008, a new mining law was adopted, but we are currently amending it to ensure that is more business-friendly. A modern mining policy is also in place since 2010, and discussions between the government and the private sector are taking place in order to establish a business-friendly mineral fiscal regime. Mineral rights and licensing management system is being developed and will officially be launched in the beginning of July of this year. We also, through the Rwanda Development Board, have a number of facilitation and incentives in place to attract more investors. We have now achieved political stability, sound macroeconomic policies, improved corporate governance, and sound economic growth. My own country has sustained an economic growth rate of over 8% in the last 10 years. We have reformed the way we do business in order to make investment more profitable. In Rwanda's case, for example, it now takes less than 24 hours to set up a business. As a result, more than 200 mining companies and cooperatives are managing the industry. Most of them are today owned by local investors, with a dozen owned and managed by foreign investors from Africa, Europe, America, and Australia. Such policy reforms have significantly changed the business landscape, mainly because policymakers fully own them and see their value. I will not go into more details about the Rwandan mining industry today, as a special roundtable on mining in Rwanda is scheduled for Wednesday, 9:35. I saw in some brochures that it's written 10:35, but I would like to inform you that it is 9:35 on Wednesday, and I would like to see you all with us on that day to discuss opportunities to invest in the Rwandan mining sector. Let me conclude by congratulating the Commonwealth Business Council on successfully hosting this business forum, and let me express my gratitude to all of you here for your presence. I thank you very much for your kind attention.